Hello, spell practitioners of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance. Welcome to my Spellbook, and thank you so much for tuning into the 41st episode of our Cantrip series. May I introduce to you the Toll Dead Cantrip, which is very cool thematically as well as damage-wise. Very nice spell. Usable by the Cleric, Warlock, and the Wizard, and naturally through extension anyone else with access to their spell lists. And it is found in the Xanathar's Guide to Everything book, which is a must-have. In all honesty, provides a ton of great content. Let's look at some mechanics for this spell. So there's two ways to deal damage, or two damage die rather, a die 8 and a die 12. The die 8 will be used if the target has not taken damage, and the die 12 will be used if the target has taken damage. Starting out with one of each, and you get an additional at 5th, 11th, and 17th level, for a grand total of 4 die 8, assuming it hasn't taken damage, and 4 die 12, assuming it has. The cast time is 1 action, and the range is a decent 60 feet. The duration is instantaneous. The saving throw is wisdom. The components are somatic and verbal, meaning you have to gesture with one hand and speak an incantation. The school is Necromancy, and the damage type is Necrotic, which makes sense when you think about it. Now let's take a look at the full description, just to make sure we're on the same page and for inspiration regarding the flavor of this spell. You point at one creature you can see within range, and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air for a moment. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1 die 8 necrotic damage. If the target misses any of its hit points, it takes 1 die 12 in necrotic damage. The spell's damage increases by 1 die when you reach 5th, 11th, and 17th level. Alright, so quite a decent amount to unpack there. First and foremost, it would be worth mentioning that only one target can hear the sound at a time. So it kind of appears within their head. It's not so much a sound that's actually heard on the battlefield. Now let's take a look at some alternative uses. The best way I could think about using this outside of combat would be to substantiate the existence and power of your deity. If someone argues with you, or if someone of an opposite faith attempts to make you change your ways, you can simply cast this cantrip and act as though it is power directly coming from your patron, whatever they may be. Outside of that, I'm not too sure of a lot of effective uses for it. If you have any ideas, or if you have any cool stories about this spell, I would love to hear them down in the comments below, and so would everyone else tuning in. With that in mind, I hope you all have a great day, and as always, happy casting.